Cheers. Cheers.
In an Italian restaurant in the heart of Brussels, Nigel Farage, the man whose party was once described by the Prime Minister as full of fruitcakes, is celebrating.
A glass of red wine, I think, is still acceptable at lunchtime.
And raise a glass he might. After last week's local election success, he says today's Queen's speech shows UKIP's message on immigration and benefits is changing British politics.
I just think that's a very different Queen's speech to the one that was drafted a week ago. You know, someone's been burning the midnight oil over the course of the weekend saying, these terrible UKIP people, we must deal with them. And that's why they use words like aspiration. That's why they talked about deregulating small business. That's why they talked about controlling health tourism and other, immigrants coming in to use our social security system. So we are changing the UK national debate.
My government will bring forward a bill that further reforms Britain's immigration system.
Yet it was a speech he was to watch from his office in the shadow of the mock-up coffin he has for the euro. Because influential as Nigel Farage believes his party to be, UKIP still has no seat in the Commons. However, neither the lack of MPs nor the questionable behaviour of some candidates alters his view that a party branded clowns is forcing those with power to reassess.
We've been abused, ridiculed, and now our arguments have become mainstream debate, and we're changing the whole agenda of British politics. And I'm very excited about that. And I think the people that voted UKIP last week, who will have seen the Queen's speech and read about it in tomorrow's newspapers, they too will feel they're helping to shift the agenda.
UKIP is celebrating, rightly or wrongly, believing they're changing policy. But in the end, it will be the voters who dictate any political change, not the politicians. Emma Murphy, ITV News, Brussels.